Hello, good morning. Welcome to this virtual classes presented by Jet Kids International School Pusat, in which we will be discussing class 6th subject science and the chapter that we are discussing from last couple of days, that is getting to know plants. Okay, in this chapter we have already discussed many things, right from the classification of the plants, types of plants, parts of plants. In parts of plant we have seen first stem, then leaf, then root, and finally today we are going to discuss about flowers. Okay, what are flowers, what is the structure of a flower, and what are the parts of flowers, and what is exactly the different parts perform for the flowers. Okay, as we all know, flowers are the beautiful parts of the plant. Okay, where we all express our feelings when we are happy by sharing the flowers or offering the flowers to the elders, to the teacher, to our loved ones, right? So flowers are really a very amazing and a beautiful part of the plant that everyone likes to have it. Okay, so let us see along with these beautiful flowers what exactly the flower perform for the plant. We'll be discussing in today's video. Okay, so moving on, the structure of a flower. See, what is the structure of a flower? You need to know first, and then only we can proceed for the different parts of flowers. Okay, so have a look at it. See, observe the diagram very carefully of a flower. These are the different parts of flower. All parts we are not going to discuss, but few parts are there which is very important in your point of view, class 6 point of view, that we'll be discussing. See the ovary, then sepal, then style, then stigma, then petal, then anther, then filament, and then receptacle. Okay, these are the types of flowers. Okay, now we'll be discussing the different types of flowers, different parts of flowers, and what the flower perform for a plant. Okay, so first of all, see the definition. Flower is a beautiful part of the plant which produce fruit. Okay, see, flowers changes into fruit. Once the plant will get flower, then it will changes into fruit. If the plant is flowerless, the plant will not get fruit. Okay, for example, mango tree. You might have observed mango tree. Before the mango fruit is visible on the mango plant, first we all will see the white colored flowers on the plant, right? White color plants first appear on the mango tree, and then that flowers changes into fruit, which is mango, right? We all love to eat the mango. So flower is a beautiful part of the plant which produce fruits. Okay, then flower is mainly the reproductive part of a plant. See the very important function performed by the flower. Flower is a reproductive part of a plant. With the help of flower only the plant will reproduce. Obviously, how? You all know, first the flower will appear, then flower changes into fruit, and inside the fruit what is there? Seeds, obviously, and new plant grow with the help of seeds that we already saw while we discussed the process of germination. When the new plant grow with the help of seed, that is called germination. And why flowers are important? Because due to flowers the plant will get fruit, and inside the fruit there is a seeds, and these seeds are growing into new plant. So flower is mainly the reproductive part of a plant. Due to different colors of flowers we are able to recognize the plant. Yeah, it's very true. See, many plants we are in dilemma which plant is this. Okay, we are not able to recognize the plant name, but with the help of the flower, with the size of the flower, with the structure of the flower, or even with the color of the flower, we can easily identify the plant, right? So this is the flower, right? Let us see the parts of flower. There are different parts of flower. For example, petals, sepals, pistil, and stamen. Stamen is also called stamina. These four parts we will be discussing in today's video, which petals, sepals, pistil and stamen. Okay, petal and sepals are, the very general part of the flower we can say, but pistil and stamen are also having their subparts that we will be discussing in today's video. So moving on, first of all, everybody has to observe this diagram. See the petal and sepal. Petal, sepal. Okay, here black and white diagram is there, so you only need to understand the position, okay, where these parts are located. That's it. That is very important here. And then stamen and stigma. Sorry, stamen and pistil. Stamen is also divided into two more parts, that is anther and filament. And here you can see pistil is divided into three more parts, that is stigma, style and ovary. Okay, just look at it carefully. Then we'll discuss now what is sepal, what is petals, what is stamen and what is pistil. So let's go for it. Yeah, petal, the colored part of a flower that cover the reproductive part of flower. That's it. Petal is nothing but, or petals are nothing but the colored part of a flower that cover the reproductive part of flower. Then sepals, the outermost green color part that enclose the bud. Okay, you all know the bud, where the bud is located. Sepal enclose the bud which is having the green color. Okay, the outermost green color part that enclose the bud. That's still the simple part of the flower which already you are aware about the petals and sepals. Okay, moving on. What is stamen? See, stamen, broadly I would like to tell you about stamen. Stamen you can take as a male reproductive part of a flower. Stamen is a male reproductive part of a flower. If broadly, then see what is given here, the pollen producing part of a flower. It has two parts. First is anther, which contains pollen grains, and second is filament, which contains the tube-like structure supporting the anther. See, stamen is having two parts. Anther, which contains pollen grains, and filament is a tube-like structure supporting anther. Okay, I would like to show you the diagram or a structure of a stamen, then you will better understand. Let us see. Yeah, see filament and anther. See the structure of stamen. Inside the flower it is located. Filament are having, pollen grains obviously. Anther is nothing but the tube-like structure. Anther is a tube-like structure. Filament is a tube-like structure and anther contain pollen grains. Okay, anther contain pollen grains, you can see, and filament is a tube-like structure. Now see the diagram first once again. Look at it. Filament, anther. Anther is like a we can say grains. It contain grains. Okay, and filament is a tube-like structure. Let us reverse the definition. The pollen producing part of flower, it has two parts. First is anther, which contains pollen grains, and second is filament, which is tube-like structure with supporting the anther. Okay, let's move on to the next part, that is pistil, the last part of the flower and very important part of the flower. The innermost part which produce ovules. The innermost part which produced ovules, it has three parts. See, the pistil has three parts. First is stigma. The upper part receives pollen grains for fertilization. Second is style, a long hollow tube like a structure joins stigma and ovary. And third is ovary itself, in which ovules are produced. The mature ovary develops into fruit and the mature ovals develop into seeds. First of all, let us see the structure of the pistil as well. Okay, here is the structure of a pistil. See, pistil is divided into three parts. First is stigma, then second is style, and the next is ovary. Okay, look at it. Yeah, now we'll see once again. Pistil, the innermost part obviously of the produce ovules. Three parts. First, it has three parts. First is stigma. The upper part receives pollen grains. See what is the function of stigma. Look at it carefully. The upper part receives pollen grains for fertilization. Then second is a type, a long hollow tube. Okay, like structure joins stigma and ovary. It joins stigma and ovary. And third is ovary itself, in which ovules are produced. Okay, and the very important thing, that is what is, see, the mature ovary develops into fruit and the mature ovules develop into seeds. See, mature ovules developed into seeds and mature ovary develops into fruit. As I told you earlier also, without flower the plant will not get fruit. The plants are having fruit because of the flowers. Okay, and the flowers perform the very important function for a plant, that is, flowers are the reproductive system of the plant in which the new plants can grow. Obviously, because flowers changes into fruit and fruit has seeds in it, and these seeds are only growing into new plant with the process called germination, right? So that's all for today. These are the things which we have discussed in today's video, and here the lesson number 7, that is getting to know plant, is over. Okay, let me tell you, to the next, in the next video I'll be sending the exercise part, the question answers part to you all. Okay, and very soon we'll meet to the next video and we'll discuss the further part of the lesson. Okay, thank you and have a lovely day.